Hi there, Leo. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot. And we're just going to be pulling some random messages from Spirit. See how that goes. Random messages. What does Spirit want you to know, Leo? Let's pull some tarot cards. Alright, so I'm pulling energies, information from my Leos. Information, messages from Spirit. Do you have anything for my Leos at this time? Oh. Okay, Leo, looks like something has you a little caught up. So we're not investing a lot of emotion, and in all intents and purposes, it's not the road that you're going to find love down, self-love or any other love, right? But there does seem to be a lot of action, and sometimes, even so to say, the Ace of Wands is kind of a card of arousal and that nature. So we could be, I'd say we could be barking up the wrong tree, per se. It all depends on what you're looking for. But specifically because the Ace of Cups came out in the reverse, I'm thinking that Spirit also wants you to know that it's a real damper on your emotional growth. It's not, yeah. Okay, so there is a transformation in the process, right? Right now in this death card, though, it looks like if you look at it, he looks just to be very exhausted. He's a very tired skeleton, right? It doesn't look like he could go on with the journey. Shoulders slumped, kind of leaned forward, tilted, pelvis tilted, you know, kind of leaning on his side. He's exhausted. So maybe that is the catalyst that's going to bring you to this and through this transformation process. It's exhausting. Oh, and there's some sort of blocked communication or lack of communication. Now, I don't know who you could be trying to communicate with. Let's see what else we have. But you're waiting for some sort of communication that is not coming in. Rapping at the door. Tapping at my door. Tapping at my window seal. I don't know. All right, Poe. Okay. Had to get the go-go juice. So, is there anything else that we might have for my Leos? Exhausted, waiting for some type of communication. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards for... It's not going away. Oh my God. Okay, so for who you could be dealing with or who you could be waiting for communication from. And then we're going to look at reality. And maybe hand in hand, maybe one of the same. Not all the time, though. Not most times. Oh, can I see the person that Leo is expecting communication from? I have the Nine of Wands. Very defensive. Ooh, they have their defenses up. I don't think you're getting through this one, Leo. So the blocked communication seems to be a self-defense mechanism, right? I don't know in what you've done or what they perceive that you might have done. Bottom of the deck, I have the Nine of Pentacles. They're comfortable. They're happy. They're content. The Nine of Pentacles is self-sufficient, financially sufficient. They really like what they've done with the place, kind of thing. Do I have any more cards? Any more cards concerning the person that Leo is expecting communication from? Any more cards? The Fool. Okay. Not only are they comfortable, they hit it in a completely different direction. They could be trying to jump towards you, or they could be ready to come to you and start something new. But that's not the overall impression that I'm getting, because they're holding up defenses towards you to keep you from entering whatever they're building. So in regards to that, fully aware and respecting that, I'm just going to pull one more card to make sure, and then we're just going to slide them to the side and focus back on you. I have the Tower. Yeah. Okay. So what you had, or what you have thought you might have had in the future with this person, go ahead and scratch it off your list, because it's not going to happen. All right. So, but I do want to go ahead, in fact, we're just going to go ahead and pull them off the table completely. Nunya. Okay, so what is coming towards my Leos? Anything coming towards my Leos? What should Leo be expecting? What should Leo be expecting? Oh, learning curve. Oh. I heard you're a player. Hi, I'm the coach. Okay, so you could probably be expecting to meet a mirror image of yourself, somebody, something that you're going to learn your lessons from. And I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to take you by the hand and guide you. I'm just saying that sometimes when we're met with people that we don't necessarily like, or that people that we really love, they're only mirror images, reflections of ourselves, and not necessarily... Like, we can only see people as deeply as we see ourselves. So the fact that the red flags and the things that are going to come out to agitate you, grab you, or snatch your attention are not going to be the same things that watch the backhand. That's another thing that I've got to say. Watch the back end. Because whatever draws you in or draws you to this person and keeps you in place long enough for them to show you what they have to show you about who you are, who you've been in the past, Ghost of Christmas Past. Anyway. Oh, so you can make it right. Oh, right. This is a very, very near and dear soulmate. Something that, like, for the most part, for all intents and purposes, this is going to be a very interesting, very intimate, very in-depth ride. There's going to be some disagreements. There's going to be some arguments. There's going to be some stagnant thinking and a little bit of ego flaring. I'd like to see a little bit more. I mean, is this person a Leo also? Gemini, possibly, right? It's a very action-packed, right? With the 5 and 6 of Wands, denoting some sort of progression also, but it's going to point you to key elements within yourself that you can make right. So more about this entity, this person. Can I have a little bit more about this entity or person upcoming for my Leos? Who's this Queen of Wands? Who's the Queen of Wands for my Leos? Three of Cups in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. The King of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. All right. Now, the darkness of this, right? Bit of a floozy, maybe got a very, very negative outlook on life, the world around them. You know, if there's a if there's 1,000 things to be happy about, they're going to seek out and focus on the one thing that is upsetting instead of the 1,000 things that you have to be grateful for. They're a little bit, they lean towards the negative side. They might have a very, very sharp tongue, or like I said, otherwise just a I wouldn't say a displeasure to be around, because they still got to rope you in somehow, shape, or form. But I'm going to say that even if they don't show these qualities, understand that they are hiding them, that they are judging you. They're judging, right? And the thing is they might be very kind of appear very stable. They might have a lot going for them long term at their job, own their own home, have their own business. Very stable individual, right? Probably an older person too, or somebody of age, because with the Queen of Swords and the King of Pentacles both here, kind of leads me to believe that they are quite matured, right? But we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. The only thing that comes to mind when I see the Ten of Swords in reverse is not necessarily healing, but taking pleasure in pain caused to others that I was presented with. So if I had suffered pain, or I had endured a large amount of pain or loss or suffering and through my life, then I'm going to take pleasure, very Dom kind of person. I'm going to take pleasure in dishing out that pain to you. Even so much as to say that it is a form of love, or adoration. Do you understand? Like, I don't, this is going to hurt you more than it hurts me, so therefore I don't extend this energy to just anybody. I don't waste my time with anybody. But if you are coming here, boy, wait till I show you the dungeon, you know, and it's all BDSM kind of stuff. You know, I don't know if it's necessarily that, but I'm kind of leaning towards the fact that they do take pleasure in could be a little bit of a gossiper, or like I said, you know, they could it could be more or less one of those situations where they tend to have side pieces or side people, or maybe you're the side piece. You know, this could be a married person that you're involving yourself in, and I see massive inhibitions, right? They're really not ashamed. They really have nothing, or they feel that they have nothing to be ashamed of. So don't try to blackmail them or pull the wool over their eyes, because what's done in the dark may not be done in the light, but it's not a secret. This person, I mean, it's not a secret. The only person it may be a secret to is you. You might be getting this first-hand kind of fast-track lesson in their personality and who they are. Okay. So I'm going to venture to say that with these cards being in your energy, right, where I'm not looking for love, it's not about love, it's just all about physical attraction and things like that, that might be where I find this diamond of a person, right? I think you're going to develop feelings for this person. Like you're going to feel a really strong pull. I mean, with the Lover's card, the Queen of Queen of Cups here at the bottom. I think you're going to develop some sort of pull, emotions, adoration even. You know, got a little bit of a crush. There's going to come times where you are struggling, where it feels like you're struggling to get something off the ground with them or to keep something together with this person. But I don't know if that's this person's precise role. Like I said, I think that they came to show you a little bit more in depth about, I don't know, let's call her Karma. You want to just call her Karma? You want to call him Karma? I don't know. I don't know. You know? Oh, ignoring red flags, denying the signs, symbols, symptoms, right? You're just going to be like all up in, you're like, they can actually probably do no wrong to you. They're heaven sent, they're God's gift, they're absolutely perfect, right? For the time being. I mean, you know this. There's no second guessing it. There's no second guessing. This person is perfect for you, what you're looking for, what you're doing here, whatever that may be. Can I have 2 more cards, please? Tell me anything. I'll get the message, I promise. Tell me anything. Hey, 2 more cards. There is some sort of a balance taking place, right? I got 3. And the lack of commitment, the Page of Cups in reverse. Ooh. Talk about like breadcrumbing you, right? It's not that they're breadcrumbing you. No, they're not. With the Hierophant in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse, they really like could care less. But they keep coming back and you keep going back, right? Because there's something pulling you two together. It's, you know, I don't know what purpose you serve in this person's life. I really don't. I'm only looking at, like, per se, your cards. Let's go ahead and take a little deeper look. Oh, really? Oh. The 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords in reverse. That is still 2 8s. It's like this ever circle around, like stuck in a rut kind of feel, right? Eternity. I've been here for eternity. The more I try to work on it, the more apparent it becomes to me, right? Where that blindfold starts to come off. And I start to actually see what I'm dealing with. And there's your transformation, right? All in the glory, right? Oh, and then the softening begins. Right? Now your skin starts to soften a little bit. You start to want to desire, to make amends to or for. And I'm not necessarily saying run out there and go apologize to everybody that you've wronged, or, you know, a person back in 5th grade that you might have led on and, you know, they thought you was dating and, you know, it was the furthest thing from your mind. but y'all were young and dumb. And I'm not saying that whoever this person is or whatever you might have wronged, it's not really about that. It's about an internal compass, right? Where before I might have actually been privy to do something like that to somebody else, or even, you know, in my current state of my, like, looking for love in all the wrong places, but I'm not looking for love. In fact, I am the wrong place, right? I'm just kind of sowing my royal oats to say, but out comes this angelic figure, and I am just head over heels because they are perfect. They could care less. Like I said, then that softening kind of happens. The blindfold comes off. The softening kind of starts to happen, right? And then the transformation. The transformation is from the inside, because Spirit could just be preparing you for the ability to better handle or be more fine-tuned for whatever's coming next. But this is definitely a step that needs to be taken, a vetting process per se. You know, I can't give you the taser until you allow yourself to be tased. That's but there is something that mentally you are done with, right? It's like a full stop in your dynamics, or in your thinking, or in the possible realm of actions on your action list from your character. You know, do you want to take that action? No, let's delete that action. I never want to take that action again, kind of thing. So it's going to kind of lead you to a place where you would never imagine doing that to someone ever again, or something to that nature. I'm not even saying what depth it was. Like, it could be so much as, you know, walking up behind a stranger and trying to touch their hair, or it could be so much as lying to a partner, or, you know, cheating, or something similar to that. You're done with it. There's no more. See, it's like a full circle with this Three of Cups, right? Because that's where they came from. The person that you're supposed to be meeting, they come from this group of people, right? And there's no more going in that direction, right? In fact, that little other world that you just found yourself in, right? That little Willy Wonka imaginary world that you found yourself in with this person. I think that once you get the message, or get the idea of the internal change, or the mental change, or emotional change that you need to sustain to go on to the next level, it'll be like one of those what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas kind of feel, right? Just kind of leave that behind. Or you will definitely second guess involving somebody in a third party, or being a part of a third party ever again. Like, you just won't do it. It's a much more specific message. I was trying to keep it like all inclusive, but apparently this is what it is to Spirit, the most important. I do see bountiful. I do see a regal. I do see security, like, after that. And then the Lover's card is here again, right? So I don't necessarily know if that once this door closes, like, not the one that you're thinking about, but the one that's upcoming, then you go through that cycle, that door closes, and it leads you to a different place, right? Oh, and then not only that, see that Ace of Wands? The Lover's card? The Empress and the Ace of Wands. It's like, then all of a sudden, it's not even about their or her or his sexuality anymore. It is really about the connection. It really is about the soul tie. It really is about the fellowshipping. It's about the time and the quality of time that I spend. I think, for the most part, this change will be so fascinating on you that a lot of people won't even recognize you or believe that you've made this change on the tail end of it. But I do think and see that it is very beneficial. Now, for some of you, with the World card in reverse coming up, there will be this distinct click that happens. That it's not only between you and that person, right? That mirror image, that this little course that you might be invited to, that when you close the door, they might actually come with you. That might be the Lover's card, right? You might have had to go into the dragon's den and rescue the princess from the fire-breathing dragon or whatever, right? And y'all come out all like Shrek and stuff and gung-ho, right? And then live happily after. But anyway, Leo, that's pretty much all I have for you for any kind of little update or little side notes or anything. Do keep an eye out for that. So if you are feeling a little bit lonely, if you are feeling a little bit stuck, if you are feeling a little bit like, you know, looking for love in all the wrong places, then why 4? Stability is coming, but it's going to look like a train wreck first, right? Kind of push-pull, a lot of emotions, a lot of internal change happening. So until next time, please like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And as always, and there's your communication, right? With the 8 of Wands, there's your communication. Thanks again for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot.